गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवते धीनामवित्रयवतो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम शांति शांति शांति।
ओम पाहि गजानन दीनावना पाहि गजानन दीनावना सिन्दूरवदना श्रितजनपालना सिन्दूरवदना श्रितजनपालना पाहि गजानन दीनावना अम्बिकतनया अमराधीश्वरा अम्बिकतनया अमराधीश्वरा अगणित गुणगणानन्ददायक अगणित गुणगणानन्ददायक पाहि गजानन दीनावना सिन्दूरवदना श्रितजनपालन पाहि गजानन दीनावना अम्बिकतनया अमराधीश्वरा अगणित गुणगणानन्ददायक अगणित गुणगणानन्ददायक पाहि गजानन दीनावना
Guru Om Shri Sairam, offering our most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dearest Mother Sai. Sairam to all brothers and sisters who have joined the Shri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini Family Satsang and Gratitude Program by the Vidya Vahini state teams of West Bengal and Sikkim. As Baba said, and it is recorded, the foremost quality every human being should have is gratitude. Engage yourselves in pure activities with pure hearts and earn a good name. What you have to offer to me is the good name earned by you. This is the highest expression of your gratitude. Today, we have volunteers and principals of Sai schools involved with Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini project in West Bengal and Sikkim who will share their experiences of basking in Swami's divine grace and will offer their gratitude for the opportunity of being his instrument. I am Sindhura, and along with me, Sailina sister will be taking you along this journey of gratitude to our dearest Bhagwan in this edition of Family Satsang. Over to you, Sailina sister.
What a beautiful start to the offering of gratitude to our Mother Sai. Thank you, Pradeep brother, Ananta sister, and the students of Sai Gurukul Academy Pakyong and Sai Sundaram School Dilaram for this soulful rendition of Sai's name. Today's program is an offering of gratitude to Swami. When we talk about gratitude, I think about everything I have that I am thankful for. And what I am most grateful for is the strong foundation I have received in my childhood spent in Swami's institution as a student that has shaped me to be the person I am today. I know I am extremely fortunate, and it must be a result of the good deeds over 1,000 births that I got the opportunity to study in Swami school. And if I am to follow Swami's teachings, I know I have to show my gratitude to Swami through seva. By Swami's grace and his will, I was accepted as a volunteer in the Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini program. I feel humbled to be a cog in the machine of Sai's mission, to have purpose in this life and to be of service to society. What about you, Sindhura sister? What do you think?
For me, gratitude is definitely what I have towards Bhagwan for all that I've received from him. But I also remember Swami telling, always be happy. As human beings, we tend to not be content with what we have and we become unhappy. The only way to be happy is to have an attitude of gratitude. So gratitude for me is something which immediately allows me to shift my perspective of a situation from negative to positive. I remember a statement very vividly from a book I read a long time ago. It said, a thankful person is always thankful under all circumstances. When I read this sentence, it made me observe that with an attitude of gratitude, we can always look at the brighter side of any setback and even appreciate what we have more.
That's true. And gratitude is something which fills the hearts of all volunteers and holds a different meaning for each of them. In this context, we request the director of Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini, Srimati Karuna Munshi sister, to start off today's family satsang session and set the context for today's gratitude offering to Swami. Over to you, Karuna sister. Sairam.
Sairam. Loving pranams at Bhagwan's lotus feet. Sairam to all my dear sisters and brothers. Thank you so much for joining us for Family Satsang June 2022. This is a great opportunity for all of us to connect at a deeper spiritual level with each other. And on a more practical level, this is a great opportunity for us to put a face to the name of the person with whom we work so closely without knowing which part of the world they are and who they are. Great introduction. This is the great introduction to each other and to oneself, because it reminds us why we do what we do, with the passion with which we do it, with the love that we do it. So there's a lot of peer learning that happens. There's a lot of peer introduction and networking that happens only at a spiritual level and as a team level. Therefore, these satsangs have become a lifeline for all of us at Vidya Vahini. I would like to congratulate the satsang team, which is constantly growing and ever increasing in the number of the volunteers who coordinate this awesome effort, as well as the fact that it is growing outside of the 5 South Indian states. It gives me great joy to notice that we have already had a satsang from Punjab, Haryana, and Chandigarh. We have already, and now we are venturing into Sikkim and West Bengal. It is, uh, it is a matter of great pride and joy for all of us that all our teammates are coming in and shouldering the responsibility and enriching our lives with their spiritual perspectives on why our seva is our sadhana. So please enjoy this satsang, stay for its entire duration, and loving Sairam to everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for your motivating words. Very true. This is the great introduction, and we have been able to interact and see all those who are part of the Vidya Vahini family. We thank Bhagwan for making us a part of this beautiful family. Moving on to the next part, I would like to start by quoting our dearest Bhagwan from a discourse I read, and I quote, "What is the true gift you must give God? Only gratitude." Swami then further goes on to say, real gratitude is to take bliss from God and share it with others. Isn't this exactly what we strive to do here in our beautiful Vidya Vahini family? For all the love and bliss which has been showered upon us by our dearest Bhagwan, everyone here tries to offer back their gratitude to their Lord by service. Isn't it, Sailina, sister?
That is correct, sister. Needless to say, each person in Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini feels Bhagwan's presence in their life and is immensely grateful for everything, be it the volunteers or the teachers and principals from our beautiful schools. We now have the principals of Sai schools from the states of West Bengal and Sikkim who wish to share their journey under Swami's guidance. We have Miss Manita Dhakkal Besnet, Principal of Sai Gurukul Academy, Pakyong, Sikkim, Mr. Nirpen Chetri, Principal of Sai Sundaram School, Dilaram, West Bengal, and Mr. Rupam Saha, Principal of Sri Sathya Sai Balvihar, Kolkata. Sairam.
Om Sri Sairam. With the due permission of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I, Principal of Sai Gurukul Academy, Pakyong, I take this moment as my privilege and Swami's blessing to be a part of today's gratitude program. Dear brothers and sisters, loving Sairam to one and all. With the due blessing of Swami, we could come up with a school name under our beloved Bhagwan Sri Sai Gurukul Academy in the year 2007. Since then, we have received his blessings in one way or the other. Now it is the 15th year of existence of Sai Gurukul, and it's considered to be one of the pride and valued academy for the entire region. And it's growing up with Swami's blessing to reach the human excellence. For me, Swami has always been an eternal companion, guiding and guarding me everywhere. His blessing has always supported me. The blessing I received from Swami is in different form. Among them, Vidya Vahini is one which has helped me a lot to uplift my school, which is situated in a rural area in Sikkim, which was struggling a lot. After Vidya Vahini started getting involved in our academy, in our activities, as well as in our studies, everything, we could do so much in academy, and our students as well as our teachers were blessed with Swami's prasadam in the form of Vidya Vahini. Not only that, Vidya Vahini has always helped us in every possible way to groom our teachers. Talking about PYF, which was a great help to us during the time when we belonging to a rural area in Sikkim, where our teachers were struggling with spoken English. our state coordinator team, along with the volunteers, have helped a lot to train our teachers, to conduct trainings, to help our teacher to improve their spoken English. And then we were blessed once again by Swami through PYF. Through that, our teacher could conduct their teaching in a better manner. They could use the LMS of Vidya Vahini in a better manner and could talk in the assembly in a confident manner. PYF have really helped our teachers to build confidence in spoken English. So I'm always grateful to Swami that he has always showered his blessing upon us and our academy. I always wish to be Swami's, I will always wish to take Swami's mission to a greater height by implementing Vidya Vahini in every possible way in my school. I feel so blessed to be a part of such institute where we have so many helping hands all over. So I always pray to Swami that his blessings should always be upon us. Thank you and Sairam.
Om Sri Sairam. My most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, and my loving Sairams to all. In today's family satsang, I'd like to offer my deepest gratitude to Bhagavan for blessing me and my school with innumerable prasadams over the course of many years, beginning from its commencement in the year 1983. I pray to him for his continuous grace and blessing for all. When I look back at the growth of my school, I see many instances where things seem to have happened just by chance. But now I understand that it was always Bhagwan's hand behind every small thing. He was always there guiding, holding our hand, pushing us, and carrying the school forward without us realizing it. Behind every milestone reached, it is always Bhagwan who is the doer, and we are just his instruments. However, being instruments, every member of the school, be it a teacher, a student, or the staff, has felt the blessings of Bhagwan in one way or the other. Vidya Vahini was another such blessing which was presented to the school somewhere around 2010-12, and it has been one of the sweetest prasadams from Bhagwan. It came at a time when digital classrooms were becoming a norm in schools. However, the private companies were charging hefty fees for the service, and it was not affordable for all schools. And here, Bhagavan, in all his grace, had Vidya Vahini for his Sai schools totally free of cost. Now, as the school and Vidya Vahini started growing together, I feel the Vidya Vahini content has become an asset for all the teachers, and it has helped them to make lessons interesting and exciting for the students. With its 7 assets, Vidya Vahini covers all aspects of the teaching learning process, including the integration of human values, which has become so important in today's world. And what is so amazing is the fact that behind the success of Vidya Vahini, there are a number of unseen faces in the form of volunteers from all walks of life and from across the country and abroad, working selflessly and tirelessly towards fulfilling the Lord's divine mission and vision. Even though the task is so huge and the road filled with difficulties, we have to remember that there is a far greater power behind us in the form of our dearest Lord Sai. With his blessings and grace, even a normal human becomes divine and capable of taking his divine mission forward. To such a Lord, I offer my humble gratitude and my sincere pranams. Jai Sri Sairam.
Om Sri Sairam, offering my humble salutation to the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and loving Sairam to everyone present here. I am very happy that I have got the opportunity to speak on the topic Gratitude to Sai. I am working in Sri Sathya Sai Balbihar, Kolkata as headmaster. When I joined this school, I was not aware of Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Truly speaking, the transformation that Baba brought in me, for this I am very thankful to him. On the first day of my joining, one member from MC committee suggested that if I love the children, the rest will automatically be fulfilled. At that time, I did not understand. But now I realize that only love can change a person. If we assure our students that our blessings and love are always with them, then they automatically reach out to us. Sri Sathya Sai Baba has given me this opportunity to be a part of this Sai family. So, I will be very grateful to him forever. Our teachers are doing POI classes since 2018 and have greatly benefited. Some teachers are using Vidya Vahini content regularly. With reopening of physical classes, we will be better able to use the content. I want to end saying that we are very blessed to be in Sai school, and may Sri Sathya Sai Baba bless us forever. Sairam.
It was wonderful listening to you all, madam and sirs. We are indeed grateful to our dearest Bhagwan to have such wonderful instruments in his school. During the World Youth Conference in 1997, Swami spoke on gratitude. He said, "Every human being must possess the quality of gratitude. Having been the beneficiaries, one must show gratitude. As an expression to one's gratitude, one should render selfless service to the society. It is one's foremost duty towards society and a form of service or seva." Our Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini projects are run by volunteers across the world who have dedicated their time and effort in this noble endeavor as seva offered to Bhagwan. Guru Seva is not possible without the selfless effort of our volunteers. I now request the volunteers to share their experiences with us, starting off with Sister Sudha Levin, who is an active volunteer of the content team. Over to you, Sudha sister.
Om Shri Sairam. It was about 7 years back that I joined Vidya Vahini. I had not even heard about the program until then, but joined since it was suggested by someone I respected a great deal. I had no idea that I was signing up for a program that would consume most of my waking hours, day in, day out. Once I started work, I enjoyed the process and especially enjoyed the idea that I was contributing in a small squirrel way to Swami's mission. It gave me intense satisfaction to think that the work we were all doing as a team was reaching students and teachers in the remotest parts of the country. This feeling intensified, especially after our content came on the Diksha platform. Until COVID upturned our world, I had thought I was only giving and contributing, not receiving. I had not realized how much Vidya Vahini was in turn giving me. COVID forced me to introspect and take stock of what I'm grateful to receive. During the lockdowns, content creation kept me very busy, and I could escape the oppressive anxiety of the time. I escaped into my laptop most of the 2 years and avoided much of the negativity others faced. I also learned much from my mentors and reviewers who led by example. From them, I learned to show patience and gentleness to my mentees in turn when changes and corrections were required. From them, I learned to be detail-oriented without losing sight of the big picture. I'm most grateful that when it became impossible to cope with the different pressures on my time, Swami forced me to step back and learn to prioritize and try to manage time better. It is with profound gratitude that I thank Swami for the seva opportunity that has resulted in much inner transformation. I would like to close with a personal experience that seems small and insignificant, but touched me. Our satsang, as we all know, is named Family Satsang. The word family took on real meaning for me when at the peak of COVID, my husband messaged that he was being hospitalized in the Parthi COVID center. I was in Bangalore. After that, my calls and messages went completely unanswered. Very anxious, I reached out to one of our senior colleagues in Vidya Vahini for the hospital number. That's all I asked for, just the phone number. Not only did I get that, but for the balance weeks of hospitalization, I received concerned queries with offers of help very frequently. It relieved my anxiety greatly to know that I could call on someone right there for help. And I felt I was not alone. I truly understood the meaning of family then. And I'm eternally grateful for Swami, who has brought me into the Vidya Vahini family. Om Shri Sairam. Let us now hear from Sanvija's sister how Vidya Vahini has touched her life.
Thank you so much, Sister Sudha. Om Shri Sairam, offering my most loving pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Sai. My name is Sanvija, and I'm a volunteer with the maths team of West Bengal. I started my journey with Vidya Vahini around a year ago. So this was sometime last year in January. I had resigned from my job and hence had a lot of time on my hands. I wanted to invest it into something productive and had been praying to Swami to give me something wherein I could feel content investing my time in. And Swami finally answered my prayers and gave me the golden opportunity to be a Sai student by participating in Sri Sathya Sai National Leadership Program for Self-Transformation. This was an 11-month certificate program, and it truly was transformational for me in every sense, because through it, I met a dear friend who introduced me to Vidya Vahini. Before joining, I had a lot of self-doubts, and I assume almost all of us do. And I was skeptical if I would really be able to contribute to it. But my mentors motivated me, and I started my journey with Vidya Vahini. I was put in the maths team of West Bengal, and ever since, it has been an enriching and satisfying journey. I am a teacher by profession, and about a few months back, after a gap of almost 2 years, I thought of getting back to work. So I had to appear for an interview. A gap of 2 years, I was extremely nervous and very scared, thinking of what the interviewer may throw at me. But to my surprise, the first question that he bounced at me was, how would I teach fractions? And I was immediately reminded that as a volunteer with Vidya Vahini, fractions was one of the topics where I'd worked upon. And I was surprised to realize that all this while, Baba had been preparing me for this day. So while I was thinking that I am performing seva and contributing to this massive divine project of Baba, it was actually him who was preparing me throughout for this important day of my life. It is beautiful how Baba knows what is best for his each child and delivers it to you while you have absolutely no clue about it. I am extremely elated and forever grateful to Swami for making me a minuscule part of this enormous, massive divine mission of his. And I continuously pray to him to give me more of such opportunities where I can be associated with his work and be his instrument. I pray to Swami to give me the strength and dedication to keep going and deliver my best. Jai Sairam. I now request Sister Rajeshwari to express her feelings about joining Vidya Vahini and working with Vidya Vahini.
Thank you, Sanvija sister. Om Shri Sairam. Offering my humble pranams at the lotus feet of my beloved Swami. My heart fills with gratitude to Swami for choosing me to speak on my journey this month. Not only is this my birthday month, but it's been exactly a year since I joined this program. Thank you, Swami, for giving me this chance. My journey with Vidya Vahini began at the lowest point in my life. I had gone through a great personal loss that completely shattered me. I could not get my mind on anything. And it was during this time, one of the Sai sisters asked me to join this program. I took it as a call from Swami and decided to give it a try. And today, I can say for sure that it has been the best decision of my life. I realized if we dedicate ourselves to Swami's work, he takes care of everything else. I joined the program as a content writer, and since then, there has been no looking back. This program not only healed me, but it also connected me to the finest people with highest level of dedication and commitment. Every day is a day for new learning, not only academically, but also in terms of values and ethics. And when I retire for the day, it's with complete satisfaction and profound gratitude for being able to contribute to Swami's mission in my own small way. I recall a dream I had a few years back. I was seated for darshan in Sai Kulwant Hall in a place which was reserved for Sai students. I don't remember how I landed there, but I was silently wishing that I go unnoticed. But Swami had other plans. He chose to walk directly towards me that day, and I immediately stood up with folded hands and said, "Sorry, Swami, I know this place is for your students, and yet I'm seated here." He looked at me, and with a gentle smile, he said, "You are also my student." Even though it was a dream, my joy knew no bounds to hear those words from Swami, but I kept wondering how. The answer came to me the day I joined this program. I realized how he had long planned to take me under his wings through Vidya Vahini. And today, I know for sure that I am his student because for me, the learning has just begun. Vidya Vahini has not only given a new meaning, but also a purpose in life. It rejuvenates and recharges me completely. I'm ever grateful to Swami for giving me this chance, for blessing me, for making me a part of this program and accepting me as his student. I hope this journey and this learning continues for me always. Sairam. I now request Sister Chandrani to take us through her experience in Vidya Vahini. Over to you, Sister Chandrani.
Thank you, Rajeshwari. Sairam to all and pranams at the lotus feet of my beloved Swami. This is the 9th year of my journey with Vidya Vahini. When I first attended a workshop in Kolkata on Vidya Vahini, I had a determined mindset that I will have no time for Vidya Vahini at all. But today, I have all the time for Vidya Vahini and comparatively less time for everything else in life. Taking up a job is little challenging in my situation due to certain responsibilities. This seva opportunity came to me and it is very special. Teaching is my profession and passion. So when seva opportunity and passion is same, the joy of serving is immense and it really comes from within. Swami very well knew how to put me to use in Vidya Vahini. It is in giving that we receive. When I look back, the quality of my contribution has immensely improved because Swami taught me how to compete with myself. Thank you, Swami, for giving me this job, which I can stick to till the last breath of my life only if you want. He always emphasizes on alignment of thoughts, words, and deeds. And through Vidya Vahini, I have been able to really practice it. I constantly think of the work that I have to do, which engages me into good deeds. And that has made me control my words so that I don't hurt others to some extent. Thank you, Swami, for showing me how I can really grow spiritually stronger with my work here in Vidya Vahini and getting me connected to some finest human beings who every day inspire my spiritual journey. Thank you. Jai Sairam. Let us now hear from Brother Rakesh.
Brother, unmute yourself, brother.
Unmuted. Yeah. Om Shri Sairam. I offer myself at the divine lotus feet of my master. I take this opportunity to pay my deep sense of respect and gratitude to my dearest Lord for always being with me, guiding and supporting me. 11 years back, when I first came to Hong Kong for my professional career, it is said the city never sleeps and the life is very fast. The city is one of the most expensive cities in the world. Swami ensured that I was not left alone and depressed. He connected me with one of the alumni and the Seva organization so that they were there to help me and guide me as and when it was required. Slowly, Swami ensured that I was settled comfortably in Hong Kong. After that, he gave me the prasadam of Vidya Vahini. Vidya Vahini enables us to give back to the society what we have received from our Lord in the form of education from KG to PG free of cost. The beauty of this program is that time and geographical location is no bar to contribute to this program. You can work from your comfortable location. You can work at your comfortable time slot. I also pay my gratitude to our Lord for giving us this beautiful program, Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini. Last 5 years have been a turmoil years in my professional life. I have lost a couple of jobs, and a place like Hong Kong, if you don't have a job, how difficult to survive. But by Swami's grace, he always held me and kept the ball rolling in Hong Kong. And finally, he ensured that I settled back comfortably in Hong Kong and stay here. His unseen hand is always there on us. It is just that we need to trust him and realize the same. I again take this opportunity, Bhagwan, to thank you for always being with me, supporting me and guiding me and leading me to the right path. Thank you, Sairam. Now I request Brother Adit to come and share his experiences with us. Sairam. Brother Adit.
Sairam. Thank you so much, Brother Rakesh. Offering my humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of Baba. My name is Adit Mangar and I'm from Sai Gurukul Academy, Pakyong. I would like to offer my gratitude to dear Swami for his guidance, his blessings, and his eternal love. The education process starts by learning to read and write, and it continues till we gain our professional life, while the educare process, which is provided only through Bal Vikas, is now possible in different Sai schools all around the world through Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini platform. Swami once said, while the education is for living, educare is for life. The content of Vidya Vahini has helped us to shape the students into Swami's divine mission. My journey with Swami, it started in Bal Vikas, where my Guru always inspired us, encouraged us to get enrolled in his institution. I was quite upset when I did not get back my calling letter, but Swami has plans for all of us. Likewise, for me, he had planned a beautiful journey. After my college and internship in Chandigarh, I had a hectic schedule. I worked with 2 different companies and yet could not find the purpose of my life. My life just revolved around work, traveling, eating, and sleeping. Hence, I took a decision for myself. I gave up my job and came back home. As I said before, Swami had different plans for me. He gave me the opportunity to work in his institution and enjoy the bliss in every second of my life. While shaping the future of students, I am learning the lesson of my life. I am and I will always be grateful to Swami. Thank you, Swami. Now I request Sister Anurupa to kindly share her experience. Jai Sairam.
Sairam, offering my humble salutations at the Divine Lotus Feet and loving Sairams to all of you. I just want to say a few words to convey my deepest gratitude to Bhagwan Baba for making me a small instrument in his educational mission. His timing was perfect, for the call came in 2012 when I had just retired from my professional career as a teacher and educator. In that year, 2 calls came, as if from thin air, but obviously by divine intervention. Almost simultaneously, I was called to join Sri Sathya Bal Vihar as an admin and Vidya Vahini as a language reviewer. Since then, it's been a long journey, and I have doffed multiple hats in both the school and in Vidya Vahini. In His infinite grace, He gave me the skills, and He gave me the opportunities to use these skills. The joy of doing educational seva is unbounded, as you all know, and today in this family satsang, where he too is listening and very much present, I convey my deepest gratitude to him and to all of you who helped and guided me along the way. Jai Sairam.
Thank you, dear brothers and sisters. It was absolutely wonderful to listen to all of you share your gratitude to Bhagavan. There is an incident I recall where a devotee had developed a certain habit and for which Swami reprimanded him by saying that he would not be able to think of Swami unless he gave up that particular habit. This incident shows how even to think about Swami, we need his will. And definitely to be a part of this satsang and to listen to how his love has touched many, his will is needed for sure. In Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini, every volunteer works and performs their duty only to please their Lord, and that is their only goal. We will now have a beautiful rendition of a Tagore song by Sister Rakhi Das, followed by Sister Sarika Pradhan, the state coordinator of Sikkim, sharing her gratitude offering to Swami, and the vote of thanks from Dr. Saujanya Pudi, state coordinator of West Bengal. I request you, sister, to come and take over the stage. Sairam.
Sairam. Before I offer the song to Swami, few lines of translated version of the song. It goes like this. Today, in this abode of joy, what shall I sing to you? On your behalf, I have invited everyone here. How will I describe your creation? How will I narrate your compassion? How will I win them over with the grace of your love? Chanting your name, the moon and the stars rush to the boundless oblivion. From the sun, the stream of love flows from planet to planet. The vast sky, blue lotus, always radiant with your rays, floats away in your ocean immortal. The song goes like this. Ki gabo ami ki shonabo aji anando dhami. Ki gabo ami ki shonabo aji anando dhami. পুরবাসী জনে এনেছি ডেকে তোমার অমৃত নামে। কি গাবো আমি, কি শোনাবো আজি আনন্দ ধামে। কেমনে বর্ণিব তোমার রচনা, কেমনে রটিব তোমার করুণা, কেমনে বর্ণিব তোমার রচনা, কেমনে রটিব তোমার করুণা, কেমনে গলাব হৃদয় প্রাণ তোমার মধুর প্রেমে। কি গাবো আমি, কি শোনাবো আজি আনন্দ ধামে। তব নাম লয়ে চন্দ্র তারা অসীম শূন্যে ধাইছে, রবি হতে গ্রহে ঝরেছে প্রেম, গ্রহ হতে গ্রহে ছাইছে। অসীম আকাশ নীল শত দল তোমার কিরণে সদা ঢল ঢল। অসীম আকাশ নীল শত দল তোমার কিরণে সদা ঢল ঢল। তোমার অমৃত সাগর মাঝারে ভাসিছে অবিরামে। কি গাবো আমি, কি শোনাবো আজি আনন্দ ধামে। Sairam.
Thank you, Rakhi sister, for such a beautiful rendition of the song. Offering my most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan. Sairam, everyone. The year spent as a student in college at his lotus feet has been the most crucial learning period of our lives. Every day spent, every lesson learned has helped in this journey of life. It was here that we experienced the love and care of our beloved Swami, a love that would give us confidence to face the world and not deter from the path of dharma. We learned to offer every little act to Swami, to have conversations with him and to find him in our hearts. And that is where we have carried him ever since. Being a part of the Sri Sathya Vidya Vahini has been one of the greatest blessings of my life. The offer to volunteer for this great mission came at a time when I was going through a very difficult phase in life. The particular year had been very challenging. Having lost my elder brother a year back, my parents were depressed, coupled with hospitalization of them and helping my bhabhi and a child cope with the loss, doing the entire paperwork that was involved. The year was spent taking care of one thing or the other. But 2015 was Swami's 90th birthday celebrations, and I was determined to be at Prashanti Nilayam. So with his divine will, I happened to make it to Prashanti Nilayam just in time for the birthday celebrations. This also coincided with my brother's first death anniversary. I was overwhelmed to find myself at Prashanti Nilayam, and as I sat at the Kulwant Hall in contemplation, in introspection, with a heavy heart, with memories flooding my mind, I was just asking Swami, what is it? Where have I come? What is coming to my life? A lot of ex-students were also present there along with us for the celebrations. They had made it to Prashanti Nilayam. And I happened to be sitting next to Saujanya's sister, whom I had met after almost 20 years of college. She just casually asked me where I was settled. And as soon as she heard that I was in Sikkim, she was thrilled and immediately said that actually they were looking for volunteers from Sikkim to shoulder the responsibility of the state coordinator of the Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini program. I was literally taken back by surprise because until that moment, I was not aware of the program as such. I had missed out on the launch of the program and also had not been able to come to Prashanti Nilayam as often as I could due to family obligations and duties, etc. And I was overwhelmed. It was such a surprise because I knew that this was Swami's way of telling me that I had more work to do. I had to engage myself more constructively, and that this was the opportunity he was sending my way. I did not think twice and I plunged headlong, trying to understand the program and see how best I could take this forward in the state. Looking back, I feel very grateful to have been chosen to be a part of this great mission. We have 3 Sai schools in Sikkim where this program is being implemented, and taking his prasadam of master lesson plans to the teachers, training of the teachers of these 3 schools, and then being able to see the teachers speak confidently in assemblies after having enrolled in the Phone Friend program. This fills us with so much sense of gratitude for having been chosen as his instruments to take his divine mission forward. Of course, we do have ups and downs, especially when we fail to achieve the target that we have set for ourselves to get more volunteers for the program, and we run short of hands. But every time I have felt an obstacle on the way, Swami has sent me one or the other person offering to be a part of the program. There have been times when long lost friends or colleagues suddenly call and ask if there is any way they could be involved in Swami's Seva, if there's something that they could do because they want to do something. So when we need some extra hand, someone invariably turns up. I feel so blessed to be witnessing this miracle on a regular basis. And as I struggle to balance between my work, my family life, and also try to do justice to my role in the Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini, I know that we have a Swami just behind us, guiding us, giving us a hand, and also ensuring that his divine will is being carried out in many ways. We have been able to derive happiness, not by getting what we wanted, but by doing what is right, by serving people and society at large. And Swami has indeed showered our life with happiness by making us a part of his great work. Thank you, Swami. We are ever grateful to you for the golden opportunity of working in your mission. And we pray that you always keep us in the palm of your hand, guiding us in every step that we take. Jai Sairam.
Om Shri Sairam. Offering my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our Divine Master. This indeed is an evening of gratitude, an evening to connect with the large family of Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini. Years before, when I participated in the Swami's 85th birthday, and when I saw the launch of the program, I let out a silent prayer, if at all I would be able to be part of this seva opportunity. Little did I realize that his timings are the best timings. And after my children joined school, and there's been a demise in the home, and wherein I could actually give more time to the program, Vidya Vahini came my way. And since then, as has been reflected by all the volunteers here, it is the picture of Swami, which we often see of Vidya Vahini, of Swami holding our hands and taking us through various paths. The Vahini of Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini flows incessantly in the length and breadth of the country. In Bengal, we had 3 schools, 2 schools nestled in the beautiful locales of Darjeeling and Kalimpong, Dilaram, and we have one in Kolkata, which cater to the first generation learners. As we visit these schools and meet the principals of the school, Vidya Vahini has given us an opportunity to understand the love, the saga of love and seva towards Bhagwan. Because these schools have been started by those
devotees for the love of Bhagwan and to replicate Swami's institutions in various parts of the country. We are a small team of volunteers. The effort which needs to be put in and the magnanimity of the program from where it commenced to now where it has catapulted to a Diksha platform, catering to about the Sri Sathya Sai schools in the country and now being taken up by various government schools as well, is not possible without enough volunteers. But we still plunge ahead and go ahead because I remember, and I would like to quote a personal dream which I had of Swami. In the early years, when we were actually looking for volunteers, and I was crestfallen because there was a huge task ahead and we had limited volunteers. As it is a virtual seva opportunities, we would actually depend on volunteers who would stay all around the country. And in that dream, I had Swami sitting next to me and saying, Chinta Padako, and then ticking the names of certain people as who had participated in the workshop before. And trust me, dear brothers and sisters, it's been years and we, a small team of volunteers, continue to contribute our best, juggling between our home, our work, and also trying to do our best for the program. This has just not taught us to improve on our spiritual journey, but I personally have understood it has chiseled us and trained us to be effective in our professional life. I personally have learned to prioritize. There was a time I would take on every opportunity which came my way, every work which came my way. And after years of being in Vidya Vahini, I've really understood to prioritize. And I've been a lot of learnings from my mentors, which has actually taught me that take up one work and do your best. And now the focus for all of us is to take the beautiful content which is there in the Diksha platform and make it as an offering to Bhagwan on this birthday eve, that all the schools enjoy the prasadam of Bhagwan. Dearest Swami, this is a small offering from all the volunteers from Sikkim and West Bengal. May we not swell with pride that we have done it all or we are capable of everything. May we not rest thinking that we've already done the best. We have miles to go, miles to achieve, and a lot of learnings which are coming our way. Please help us to stay humble, stay grounded, and be those beautiful flowers and those little children whom you hold and take us as the Vahini flows to the length and breadth of the country. This is an offering from all of us at your lotus feet, dear Bhagwan. Jai Sairam. I request all of you to kindly join us for the Mangal Arati.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Sathya Sai Hare Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Pati Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Shashivadana Shrikara Sarva Pranapati Swami Sarva Pranapati Ashrita Kalpalatika Ashrita Kalpalatika Apakandhava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Guru Daivamu Mariyantayu Nive Swami Mariyantayu Nive Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nagena Shayana Om Jai Jagadish Hare Omkara Rupa Ojasvi Sai Mahadeva Sathya Sai Mahadeva Mangala Arati Anduko Mangala Arati Anduko Mandara Giridhari Om जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की